Firefly Family Gaming is here. And we've been, where have we been?
Packing.
We went on a world tour.
A world tour?
Yeah. A world tour of games. Yeah, we went all over the place. Yeah. And that world tour involved work. And it comes right back home. So hey, we're home. But no, we just the same old deal. You just busy at work and family and just life and life in general. Our two of our oldest kids moved out.
Our oldest got engaged.
She did. Good for her. She's happy. And so that's where it kind of looks like we're gonna be on the way. Out. Fly. Spread your wings. Yeah, our regular spot is over there, and the shelves are like half empty, or would you say half full? Are you a half full or half empty person?
I'm a half empty person. He's a half full person.
Yes. So it would look weird doing the video with empty shelves, and like one shelf is like jam packed. The next shelf empty, so it's like.
It's because I'm only allowed to do certain ones. He doesn't want everything gone.
It freaks you out. Tell me if you
freaks you out.
Tell me anybody that has their own game room. If you came home from work and your entire game room is packed up, you're.
He came home one day and all the consoles were gone. I keep trying to do it.
The consoles are right in front of us, and there's like the Wii U,
the GameCube, and the Xbox One, because our daughter plays
the NES. That's it. So.
And it's not even the NES. It's the, I guess, Retron for the NES.
So yeah, whatever. But we've got some pretty good pickups. It's been, instead of making like 2 or 3 shorter videos, just boom,
condense it into one.
Crunch it into a nice, good old Josh pickup video. So we're probably
here they all are.
So some of these we don't remember where we got, some of them we do, some we have video of where we found.
We visited some new game stores.
We found some. We'll just start right off with that. We can go to that. Actually, no, this stuff is more important. That's actually in your hand. Show them.
Which one?
Trini stuff.
Okay. So our daughter.
I don't know what these things are called. What are these things called, Trin?
Perler beads.
Perler beads.
So our daughter makes, as you guys know, you've seen her pony bead stuff.
We would show you, but
I packed one away.
Those are packed up also. Golly.
So she does pony beads, and a lot of you guys have gotten them. If you've traded with us, you've gotten something, usually a mushroom. Because
the mushroom,
those ones are the easiest for her to do. What
else did you do? You did something else, didn't you?
We have a Game Boy. She made a Game Boy for us.
Yeah.
It was on a can, but it's in a box over there. She's made all kinds of stuff. Now she's
branching.
She's branching out. Now she's into the perler beads.
And these are actually, I think, kind of cool.
And her dad asked her to do some Nintendo ones. So she made the 1-up.
Oh, it looks good in the light.
Yeah.
With the light behind it, it's like, wow, it looks cooler.
She did the 1-up. She did Yoshi. Luigi.
These are cool.
And Mario.
So if you guys are interested, let us know.
Let us know.
Maybe we can work a trade out. We give you some perler beads, you give us a game. No, I don't know. But if you're interested, just let us know.
Let us know.
And besides all the stuff that we got, the probably coolest thing that we finally got back.
That he's most excited for.
Finally.
We got our Switch.
Oh, man.
Let me tell you how long this Switch has been gone. Our daughter put these Animal Crossing on here, and she doesn't play Animal Crossing anymore.
That's all right. But hey, it works great. We put it in the bedroom, in the dock, boom, play it on the TV. Man.
That's what he wanted. I was okay with buying a couple of Switch lights and then us having our own Switch
Like
light.
my daughter, she got the Switch light.
But he wanted to be able to play it on the TV. So it's good we have this. We'll probably down the road, once everything settles for us, probably wind up still buying a couple of Switch lights. Maybe. I know our one daughter wants one.
We just celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary, and we've been talking about when things settle down.
They still haven't settled down for us.
So the next place that we went to, well, we could just go our local game store.
Well, you have to grab that thing over there. So we went to our local game store.
Which we haven't been there.
In so long.
Oh, man.
I went one day to pick up the Switch and something else.
Oh, he said we had a PlayStation 1.
But I left it there.
I was like, no, we're good. You can have it.
Yeah, we didn't need it. And maybe I just picked up the Switch. Anyway, so then we went back, me and him, and
This is probably like months after. We've had the Switch back for a couple months. So this is like a couple months later we went back. This is the first time I've been there.
Yeah.
In probably, I want to say a year, but at least a good 9-10 months anyway.
Yeah. So Anthony got Alien Squadron. I don't know if you can see it.
Alien Syndrome.
Oh, sorry.
Tengen. Still working on those Tengen collection.
I got Lord of the Rings, The Third Age.
GameCube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like Lord of the Rings games. I just got a Lord of the Rings game from oh my gosh.
Linden?
Linden. I was about to say Landon and I knew that wasn't it. Linden. And but I love Lord of the Rings games. And to work on our ever-growing Wii U collection, because we're always working on it. And I think we're getting down to, I mean, there's still some filler ones out there that we need, but
we're not going for like a crazy collection. Just the games
that we want.
Seem interesting. So
this was an RPG, so I was like, cool. Rhodium, the Sky Soldier. So, and then I got, because I love, you guys know, I like the I can't even think what they're called now. The strategy guides. But I just like them because I think they're pretty. And so I got Fable Lost Chapters. And then Anthony got...
Yeah, this, before we were leaving, like actually ran into, a friend up there that we haven't seen in a while at the game store, which is cool. And you catch up with them, and you catch up with the people at the game store, and just everyone just chatting and talking, and it was fun. Mm-hmm. But up where they check out, they got this big wall, like with their, I don't want to say expensive games or higher price games, and like their used consoles on the other side. And I see this bad boy sitting up there, and I've been eyeballing one for a long while, and usually they go from about $70 to $80, and he actually had this one. It's used for like, was it 48?
I think so.
49. We'll just say 50, and yeah, it was a pretty good deal. So I finally get to play my Atari again, the Retron 77. Came with one controller, and it's actually pretty cool. Like, I thought it was gonna be like different hookups. I'm like, it's actually got like, HDMI port and everything. So I was like, that was outstanding. So, because we got rid of the Atari a while back, and we had like 2 or 3 Ataris, and every one I bought, there was something wrong, something different, and there ain't much to work on those things, but I didn't have time to do something like that. and just let it go. So now I got this, which we still haven't hooked it up yet, but I'd like to try to do that next, today or tomorrow. But man, it's finally get one, because we had a collection of games.
We still do. They're just up there.
That we were going to trade in, and that's what I was going to use it for. So
now we can use it for something else.
Now we still got that box of games still sitting in there.
I see a Zelda game on GameCube.
There could be a Zelda game in here. So
there is a Zelda
we
game
found
so like Anthony said, we just celebrated our 25th anniversary, and I got Anthony a couple of not Hot Wheels, M2s.
Some die-cast cars.
Die-cast cars that he was wanting. And he got me Paper Mario, the Origami King. So I've heard mixed things about this game. I've heard some people liked it and some people don't like it. Like, at all don't like it. So I can't wait to try it and see if I like it. Because I love Paper Mario games.
So we've been growing the Switch collection.
And he got me some other like little game nights, which will be fun because all of us can play them together. Yeah. Which that's what we like. So that was for our anniversary.
You just want to get that stack of.
So these were bought at different times. These are a bunch of the Walmart $20 games.
Like Walmart, like some of them. So I think there was one game I found in there, and it was like 11 or 12 bucks or something like that. But anyway.
So we got, our one daughter wanted Dragons, How to Train Your Dragons, the New Age. She's been playing that one. And I got Sonic Forces. Who doesn't like Sonic? Anthony got Mega Man 11. He says I will like this game.
That's the one I found. It was only like 12 bucks or something like that. So,
and then we got Unravel 2. So this game is actually fun.
Oh yeah.
Me and him have been playing this game, and this game is, I like this game.
You gotta work together.
And there are parts in it where like he's really good and he can run through it, but then there are parts where he gets stuck and I can figure it out, and it's really good for both of us. So we like this one.
Like there's some parts you can't get across. So one person, like if
you're these little yarn people, and you're attached by a piece of yarn. So like there's one part where one of us has to put yarn from one ledge to another ledge and stand on that ledge, and then the other person has to come across.
You build a bridge, and then you gotta tug on it so you can walk across. And there's other ones where see, just like with the cover shows, you're helping the person up the hill, so you can you're always attached, but then when you go try to climb up the hill or mountain, you gotta tug on it so I can climb up the hill. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was a pretty cool game. It's a pretty cute game. So, and this one, we were choosing between Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania, because they were both like $20. And I came home with this one, and Anthony goes, "It's a good thing you didn't buy Sonic Mania." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Because it's right over there." And I went, "Oh."
Well, we got the Sonic statue some time a while back. There was a code in there to download the game, but he gave me the statue for such a good price because he said that he's not 100% sure if that code is good or not. So
we'll see. So then my mom calls me one day, and she's at this yard sale, and she's like, "Hey, do you have these games?" And people who don't game don't understand, and so they just start reading off the whole title, and I'm like, "I don't have that one." So she's like, "How about?"
Me, I'm just like, don't buy it, don't buy it.
So she's like, "Here, do you have God of War Saga?" And I was like, "No, I need that one." So she got me God of War Saga, and then she got me God of War Origin Collections because I needed that one. But then, she called and she's like, there's this one game here and I don't think you're going to like it, but I'll tell you what it is. And I'm like, okay, what is it? And she goes, Alice. And I went, yep, I want that one. She's like, I didn't even finish telling you. I said, you don't have to. I said, I want that one. And I said, and the lady's going to try to upprice you. I said, how much does she want for it? She wants $10 for it. And I was like, yes, I want that game. So she got me Alice Return to Madness, which is crazy. I'm so excited.
Like that game is probably worth more than the God of War.
She was like,
but the lady had it flipped.
Yeah, the lady thought these games were more than the Alice game, and I was just like,
okay,
I don't care. I just want the Alice game. So.
I'll do that
Okay.
one. So we actually found a new game. Actually found a couple new game stores.
This one we happened across. We wasn't even looking for it.
We found. Well, this one wasn't there. So anyway, we went on our anniversary trip, and we were coming back. We went to Orlando, and we were coming back home. And we stopped at, was it Orlando Mall or some mall? Was it Game?
No, these were in Tampa.
No, not this one. This was that store. It was in the mall. They had all the anime statues that were naked.
Oh, that's right. That was in Orlando.
Yeah, but he had this store which was ridiculous.
That's where this one came from.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. So he had a bunch of It was a game store.
I think you got video of that one.
No.
Oh, the statues.
These statues were ridiculous. But anyway, he was a video game store, and then he just said because of the video game market was so cutthroat, and he said he just was done. And so he was selling his games, not super cheap, but cheap enough where he could still make a little bit of money. But he wasn't taking anything else in, so just whatever when he sold this, done. But he had tons of statues, toys, not vintage toys, all new toys. So. But
it was funny because I'm looking for a manual for my Legends of my Children of Mana game. I'm looking for a manual, and I asked him if he had one, and he goes, no, and people like you are what's ruining the game market. And I went, I'm sorry? And he's like, yeah, you guys who just go and piece games together. And I'm like, but it's cheaper sometimes to piece these expensive games together. And he goes, yeah, and then you turn around and sell it. And I went, no, I don't. I was like, you don't even know anything about me.
So that's why it seems like he got a bad taste, and so he just, whatever. But still, I wish I was able to get video inside there. It was just, the store was so small, and anyway. But we did find a couple games, and he had for PlayStation 2, Harvest Moon.
Save the Homeland.
So pretty cool looking game, and that was Serena's game, and I found this one, which I've seen on different YouTube channels. And they said, if you see this game, you need to pick it up. And what I've seen, it's like a $25, $30 game. And I mean, he had it for $10. The Global Gladiators, and it's just game only. And
but we've seen this game a couple more times since he's picked it up, and nobody has the manual for it.
And we actually, we went to another game store while we were coming home, and I showed Serena. We found another game store. It was called M&M Video Games, and it looks like this place is getting to be like a franchise type thing, and like there's some in St. Pete, Palm Harbor,
all around here.
I thought there was a third one, but this is a new location in Tampa, and so. And I showed her, I was like, hey, look, they got the Global Gladiators too.
But they wanted like $35 for it, maybe?
Same thing, no manual. I think they wanted like 30 or anyway, but same thing with no manual. So
I'm starting to think maybe it doesn't have a manual?
No, it has one. I've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
So we went and, walked around that store, and, the brand new store. Like, they didn't have a lot of stuff, like what they had, I think, was out on the floor. They didn't have a lot in the back. It was kind of half and half video games,
half board
half
games.
strategy board games.
That's what I'm learning. A lot of these newer retro stores that are opening are half game store, half board games.
Hey, you gotta bring everybody into the mix.
Yeah.
Right? And so we got a couple games. That was your game. I got one Nintendo game. I had this game back in the day, and every time I seemed to find it, they always want a little too much for it, I thought. So Back to the Future, it was only like $10, so
And I got Tack 2, The Staff of Dreams for the GameCube.
So he was at, because I was asking him about the Sega Master System console, and he wanted like $250 for it, and it wasn't even in a box. And I was like, sorry, I'll have to pass on that one. But he was looking for trades, like, because that's how they get their inventory, mainly through trades and whatever else they can pick up. But I think that day, like when we came home, but then I think this was like another couple weeks later. Then me and Serena and Trini, with the little perler beads, we went out and where were we? Just out and about, just
No, we were
couple towns over.
Hot Wheels hunting.
Looking for some different Hot Wheels I've been trying to find, and we just come across this game store, and
a hole in the wall.
Yeah, and once you walked in, and I'm kicking myself because I didn't get no video over the place. The place was huge, but it was tucked in a little
strip mall
plaza in the corner, and you would see it, and you'd be like, "Oh, this place is a little dinky place." Then you walk in, you're like, "Whoa!" It was called Bearded Brown Coats Comics and Games.
Yeah.
So I mean, they had obviously the comics, they had all the strategy board games in the back, then they had the section on the side where all the retro games, and they had some new games,
Pokemon,
all the Pokemons.
What me and Trinity were in love with, and if there's any females out here, they had lounge flies, like Disney lounge flies, and they had some in there that I haven't even seen before, and they were, they're spot on their prices. They were anywhere from about $40 to $110, but they were so pretty. I wanted one. Anthony said no.
We went and picked up some games for there because it's like you just don't see some of this stuff too much, and some of the stuff was pretty decent prices, and we don't get over to that area very often.
I don't even know how we got there.
Yeah, we were just following stores, and then I was like, hey, let's just see if there's a game store in town. And it literally was 1 mile away. I was like, oh, damn. So it was
and the GPS kept telling us, go here, turn right, and you'll be at your destination. And we drove past it 4 times because, like he said, there was no sign out front. There's no nothing. And I was like, I think the GPS is lost.
So we picked up a couple stuff. So because we got the Retron 77, and I want to, I got rid of some of my Atari games, so I wanted to get back and get some more games. What's up before I say anything? That
came from that Nerd Cafe.
No, that was a different game.
Where is that game?
In the bedroom. That was one of the.
No. You got an Atari game.
We'll press pause. You can press pause.
The rest of that stuff came from there.
So, we got that cleared up. Mixed up, messed up. But we found another game store. And it's actually probably a half hour from here. This store was brand new. But he has
a game store and a cafe.
He's all strategy stuff. He had one tiny little section that had, some games. So, I found he had some Atari games. So, along with picking up this Retron 77, I wanted to start building up some of my Atari games. So I just seen this one, and I don't know nothing about it. It looked interesting. It kind of reminded me of Pitfall. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with the jungle hunt. So I bet Lyndon probably knows all about this game.
Yeah.
So okay. So at that store, we bought something else.
But we can't talk about that.
Can't talk about that. Secret Santa is coming up, so that got thrown to the side for right now. So now this one was from the Bearded Brothers.
Bearded Brothers.
There's
a cover band.
There's a band here in town, and they're called the Bearded Brothers Band, and we're getting it mixed up. This is the Bearded Browncoats Comics and Games store that we found in, I don't even know what town.
Dade City?
No.
I don't even know where we were.
Anyway, so you got those. So
I didn't.
So Serena kind of picked this one up, and because we don't even have any.
We have 2 Saturn games.
2 Saturn games, and
And anytime you can find a Saturn game that's under $60.
yeah. So we got virtual racing. So
we like racing games though.
Yeah.
And the case.
Yeah, the case
is
so
really good. I always like it when you can find Saturn games and they're in the case, like the actual Saturn case. Yeah, it's broke.
Yeah, the door. But
the little tabs.
Yeah, but it's got everything
in it.
In the game.
So I always like that. So.
And I got one more game. We got another Tengen game. We got Tubin.
We had a conversation in the store. I was like, "Are you sure you don't have this game?" He's like, "No," and I'm like, "I'm pretty sure I remember having a video and us talking about this game."
Yeah, me and my buddy used to play this game all the time, and it was fun. And even when I told her, I was like, "No, I don't got that game." But in the back of your head, it's like,
"Do I have this game?"
So I had to go onto the Game Eye, and it wasn't on there. But Serena's in charge of putting all the games on the Game Eye, so and I knew she wouldn't not put a game on there. So Tubin.
And when we came home,
Tengen collection. But we did get some video of this store, and they actually had a copy, which I've never even seen, is the Tetris Tengen game. So it was a fair price, but nothing that I'm looking in the market for right now. But eventually, I would like to finish the Tengen collection, and unfortunately, you're gonna have to buy that game. So yeah, down the road.
So I got some Switch games. I got Crystals. Looks like an RPG game.
Is it Crystals? What's that?
That's a really good game.
Our daughter is already starting to play it. So Crystals, and I think it's Crystals. It's Crystals. Cadence of Hyrule.
I don't know about that one.
No, me neither. It says keep the beat to save the kingdom.
Oh man.
So I was like,
Now that we got our Switch back, obviously we wanted to start buying
Switch
games.
So I've been wanting this game, and everybody wants $50 for it, and so we got down there, and they had a used copy, and it was like $30, and I was like, sweet. Zelda, Link's Awakening. So I was like, yay! So I grabbed this one. Anthony's like, are you sure? And I went, yes. And hey, look.
The game's gone. Oh.
It's because our daughter takes all of our games and puts them on her Switch Lite, but she keeps them in her Switch Lite. So I bet I can open all of these. Oh, nope, that one's there. Oh, I see. That one's not.
What last game you got?
That's it. That's all I got.
That one.
Oh, so we were at Best Buy.
Because I was looking for a Best Buy exclusive Hot Wheels.
Yeah. And I was looking at their games, and the one that we were at, they didn't have a lot of games, and I was like, huh. So I was over at their clearance section, because I like clearance, and
yeah, like the first, we don't go to Best Buy a lot, but it seemed like this Best Buy
didn't have a lot of anything.
They're always empty on games. So.
Yeah. So I seen this one, and my 2 older daughters were talking about how pretty this game was. And I was like, huh, it comes with a little stuffed animal. So it's Ori and the Blind Forest. So I thought it was cool.
No game inside. It's a digital download.
Digital download. So But our daughter Tegan, she's like, "Can you open it so I can have the stuffed animal?" I went, "No,
No.
not." So I thought it was cool, and it wasn't that much. I think it was like $15 or something. So I was like, "Alrighty." So that's all we got
That's our pickups.
for like 2 months,
Yeah,
3 months.
man, it's been crazy. But let us know what you think of all of our mini of pickups. I think I'm most excited about the Retron 77. I want to play it. I want to play it. And what are you excited about?
2 of them, the Zelda's Link Awakening and the Paper Mario.
Yeah, Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Can't have the real OG Paper Mario, but
Actually, I think I do. On the 64, I think I do.
not that one. I'm talking the GameCube.
Oh. No, I can't have that one.
You can.
When Anthony buys his Tangent Tetris game.
Yeah. But I may have to take a whole bunch of other games and trade in. You know, maybe I'll have to trade in some of these GameCube games just to get that Tangent game, you know?
No.
Okay. But let us know what you guys think of our mini of pickups. And until our what?
I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
Just not so spread apart.
yeah. That's the only bad thing is everything is spread apart because life is just moving really fast for us right now.
So if you made it to the end of this video,
Congratulations.
it's been a long one. So
Sorry about that.
ain't no reason to be sorry. It's just the way it goes. So until our next video, hopefully not in 3 months.
And it may even look different.
I ain't gonna look different. I ain't cutting. My hair can't get no shorter. Or it could.
It could. But the location may look different.
We'll see. It could be in the kitchen next time. You know? All right, guys. Fireflies. Signing out.
Bye.